Starting a new game, starting a new hero, starting a new character is always a pain. No matter what game it is, no matter what we're talking about, starting out on anything is actually really quite hard. You're trying to get used to a new game, a new system, and just trying to figure stuff out. And Paragon is no different. This video, ladies and gentlemen, is for those of you starting out at level 1 account levels, or even new heroes perhaps. And how do you exactly progress through Paragon? What happens, and what is my recommendation for best progressing through Paragon? So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in a recent Twin Blast game that I played. Please enjoy. So when we're talking about progressing through Paragon, what exactly do I mean? So that means starting from account level 1, not knowing heroes, not knowing the gameplay, to account level 40, 50, having a lot of heroes, good understanding, and a lot of cards. So as a new player, as somebody with a lower account perhaps, or just unfamiliar with Paragon and how the whole thing works here, the first thing you need to do is you need to study the heroes a bit. I don't mean with a pen and paper or with anything like that. You just need to study the heroes a bit. Go through the hero page and kind of take a look at what heroes exist. Go and look at their abilities, study their abilities just a bit, get a sense of kind of the flavor of what each hero does, and more importantly, watch videos and guides, just like you were doing right now. Go to my hero building guide series, for example, and you'll find all the heroes there. Just take a look at, kind of get a sense of what the heroes do. What are the kind of base kits? What are they about? And kind of study the heroes a bit before you even go in, or at least study a few that you want to try out at first. What you then want to do is go solo or co-op versus AI and play each hero with their default deck for about 3 to 5 games. I honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I skip this part myself when new heroes comes out, but then again, that is because I have a good sense of how all the heroes work, and I can then judge how new heroes are going to work in this already existing framework. So what I do is I actually go solo versus AI with a custom deck that I make for brand new heroes, and kind of see if my intuitions are right about these heroes. For you, go solo versus AI, or if co-op versus AI, if you feel experienced with MOBAs or maybe something just like Paragon, and play each hero with their default deck for 3 to 5 games. What this should give you is a fantastic understanding, at least a little bit, of the base kits and what each hero is about. You should be able to get a flavor of what heroes do and what they can't do, even in solo versus AI or co-op versus AI. This will give you a very basic understanding of each hero and kind of give you a sense of exactly what each hero is about. Now the third step here is definitely going to be going PvP. Now, if you're just like me, I had serious PvP anxiety that I just kind of overcame through time and through experience and through playing games. Now, you can certainly still go into co-op versus AI, but I would really recommend you just to go into PvP. Just do it. Just do it. That's literally the only advice I can give you. Just do it, because that's really what it takes to get over that anxiety. And at the end of the day, no matter what you think, nobody cares about your experience. Nobody knows you. Nobody will remember you. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Just go. Just do PvP. Now that you are playing PvP and you've already played these heroes 3 to 5 games, now what you should do is definitely get each hero to level 3. When you win games and even when you lose games, you get experience to increase your account level and your experience with each hero. Get all of the heroes, every single hero, to at least level 3. Now, I'm going to suggest here maybe you should get the harder heroes, the heroes that you find a bit more difficult, to level 5. Now, that might seem not so intuitive. Why would you get the harder ones to a higher level? Well, that's simply because you're trying to take care of your weaknesses. If you're finding certain heroes tough, train on them, get them to a higher level so that you are more diversified in your skill set. You have taken care of your weaknesses, and now you can just kind of accentuate your strengths. Now, there is 2 things that this does for you. 1, it gives you a lot of reputation, which you can then use to buy cards, buy card packs, and buy deck slots. But what you then want to do is actually give you card packs. When you get heroes to level 3, you actually get card packs. So whenever you get a hero to level 3, you get a card pack. And then because there's quite a few heroes here in Paragon, that means that's a lot of potential card packs. So not only do you get those card packs, you also get reputation. Now, you can open and dismantle some of these cards in order to help build the cards that you don't have. So what I recommend, ladies and gentlemen, is dismantle doubles or triples of most epic cards that you get. If you happen to get any epic cards, dismantle any doubles or triples that you have, simply because you really don't need more than one. There's a few key ones that maybe you do, but not really. There's really I can't think of a epic card that you need more than one of. So dismantle those, and you can actually dismantle doubles and triples of most active and passive cards as well. You can certainly get rid of most doubles and triples of most active and passive cards, and some tokens. So healer tokens, you don't need more than one. Barrier guard tokens, you really don't need more than one, and those are very valuable, so you can definitely dismantle those to get a lot of resources to then create the cards that you do need. So now that you've gotten all these heroes to level 3, some to level 5, now you can open up these cards, dismantle them, and make other cards that you definitely do need. Now that you've done your first round of serious dismantling, serious card crafting, now you can build some custom decks. Again, you have heroes to level 3, you have some heroes to level 5. Now you can build some custom decks. Now, for each hero, based on your experiences and other guides and videos you've researched, make some decks. Make some decks based on that experience. You'll have to craft important cards you don't have at this point. I wouldn't think that you have all the cards that you need for the decks that you want to build at this point. So definitely go ahead and craft those important cards for those custom decks. At this point, you should be able to have a good experience. You should be able to judge a pretty good custom deck, especially if you end up researching them as well. So this is where it's really fun, and you can build some custom decks. Now these next 2 steps are very similar to the last 2. Now you progress every hero to level 5, and you open these new card packs that you get from bringing each hero to level 5. Dismantle the doubles and extras, etc., and then craft the cards that you need for your even better custom decks that you have at this point. So really, every hero to level 3, get those card packs, dismantle them, craft new cards for even better decks to get your heroes to level 5. What this does, it will just escalate your progression through Paragon, simply because you'll be getting lots of card packs and a lot of great cards. Of course, more importantly, actually, it gives you experience on each hero and diversifies your skill set, as I think that is something that is lacking in a lot of people here in this community, or it's definitely something that we can improve on. Being able to switch heroes that you play, meet the needs of your team is very, very important. So you definitely need to do this. Yes, you are going to have heroes that you like more, you just naturally seem to play better on, and that is okay. But still, try to get each hero to level 3 to level 5 at least, and then you can kind of, at that point, maybe get a good bunch of heroes that you have that are more like your competitive set of heroes. Now, at this point, you should have a strong synergy with a particular role. Like I was saying, you should get a little natural feeling for a certain kind of heroes, a certain role perhaps, and I suggest so much that you try to diversify your skill set. I put this in my little guide notes twice just because it's that important. It's just really important. It's really important to have as a good player and as a good community. Now guys, at this point you should definitely be level 50. I do have every hero at level 50, I do believe, or at level 5. We're almost there. And at this point, you're gonna have a lot of cards. I have all of the cards I do. So you're gonna just be able to make amazing custom decks. And what I'm going to kind of leave you off on while the kind of the end of this game occurs, keep going, keep progressing each hero to that next level. Literally try to get them to level 6, all of them to level 6. Try to get all of them to level 7. There aren't necessarily that great of rewards past level 5. At level 7, each hero gets an emote, and level 6 is a huge reputation boost. But keep going. I implore you all to play each and every hero and get those rewards. Those rewards are there, and get that extra value from Paragon as much as possible. Now we will recap here as we totally stomp this enemy. I make some pretty epic plays here, as oh my god, it is just insane what happens here. So again guys, what you do is you start off studying the heroes a little bit, and then you go into co-op or solo or co-op versus AI with the default decks for about 3 to 5 games per hero. That gives you a good base level understanding of how each hero plays. After that, go PvP and play each hero to at least level 3. Some I would say to level 5, maybe the harder ones. Level 5 it does take a while, but definitely get each hero to level 3. Now that you have all of this reputation, but more importantly all of these card packs, then you can dismantle all of those doubles and triples of most active and passive cards, and certainly a lot of those epic cards. I can't think of a single epic card that I need more than one of, to be honest with you. So you can definitely dismantle those duplicates and triplicates of those for sure, and most tokens as well. You really don't need more. You really don't need doubles of any of much more than cast and strike tokens. What you do what you do after this now, build custom decks for each of these heroes based on your experience and other guides that you research, and craft cards that you don't have that are very important for those custom decks. Then progress all of these heroes now to level 5, and usually in there you should reach level 50. I do believe I reached level 50 with getting all of the heroes to about level 5. And again, open all these, dismantle, and by this time you should have all of the cards in the game. At this point, you figured out probably what role you really fit into nicely, what kind of niche you do, what kind of heroes you really like, and that is good. But preferably have a variety of roles and types. Have a few heroes per role that you really work well with, at least just one hero per role. I'm gonna leave you on this little saying, guys. Everybody's heard a jack of all trades is a master of none, but that's actually an incomplete statement. It's actually a jack of all trades is a master of none, but is oftentimes better than a master of one. Jack of all trades is much better than a master of one. You can fill more roles and just be more useful to more teams more of the time, leading to more success. So there you guys go. There's my guide on progressing through Paragon. A lot of talking. I mean, you could have just put a 9 list thing and say, read this, done. But hey, that's not me. I like talking, like showing you a little bit of a game, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, share it with the community. Of course, guys, subscribe. If you guys found this content nice, found it useful, or you simply enjoyed, please subscribe so I can do it for you in the future. Till next time, like always, stay optimistic and positive.